Looking for the best offline games you can play on mobile? Well, I've got you covered. These are not random picks. These are hand-picked gems that deliver pure fun without needing internet. Let's jump straight into it. At number 10, BlazBlue. This is not your typical button masher. It's a full-fledged fighting experience that feels alive in your hands. Every character is unique with their own style and combos, and once you start experimenting, it becomes this dance of precision and timing. The best part? It doesn't hold back. You can feel the same intensity you'd expect from big-screen arcade fighters, right here on your phone. What really stands out is how smooth the controls feel. You're not struggling to pull off combos. Instead, the game rewards you for practicing and nailing those perfect chains. The offline mode lets you go toe-to-toe with the AI, and the battles keep pushing you to get better. For anyone who loves competitive games but doesn't want to rely on internet, this is a rare gem. At number 9, Spider Fighter 2. If you've ever dreamed of swinging through a city as a superhero, this is the closest you'll get on mobile, and it's completely offline. The moment you start swinging between skyscrapers, you feel that rush of freedom. The open world setting is packed with missions, fights, and plenty of places to explore. The combat system is surprisingly deep. You're not just button mashing. You're chaining together combos, using gadgets, and pulling off acrobatics that make every fight feel cinematic. What makes it so addictive is the balance between movement and combat. One moment you're soaring through the skyline, the next you're locked in a battle against waves of enemies. And since it all works offline, you can enjoy the full superhero experience anywhere, anytime, without limits. At number 8, Divinity Original Sin 2. Here we have a true RPG masterpiece that somehow works beautifully on mobile. This isn't a watered-down experience. It's the full package, with deep storytelling, rich characters, and strategic combat that rewards smart thinking. Every decision you make shapes the world around you, and no two playthroughs ever feel the same. The amount of freedom here is staggering. You can talk your way out of conflicts, sneak past enemies, or go all out in tactical battles that feel like a chess match where every move matters. Playing offline means you can take your time, dive into the lore, and experiment with choices without any distractions. It's one of those games that doesn't just entertain you. It consumes you completely, and before you know it, hours have flown by. At number 7, Badland. Minimal controls, stunning visuals, and an atmosphere that pulls you in from the very first second. This is a side-scroller where you guide a strange little creature through environments filled with traps, puzzles, and bizarre obstacles. The beauty lies in its simplicity. Tap to move, avoid danger, and keep pushing forward. But don't let the easy controls fool you. The game gets intense fast, throwing challenges that test your reflexes and timing. The visual design is haunting yet beautiful, with silhouettes and glowing backdrops that make every level feel like a piece of art. Offline, it's perfect for short bursts of play, yet addictive enough to keep you glued for hours. It's one of those rare games that feels simple to pick up, but endlessly rewarding to master. At number 6, TMNT, Shredder's Revenge. Sometimes you just want pure, unfiltered fun, and this game delivers exactly that. From the moment it starts, it throws you into vibrant, chaotic levels filled with enemies waiting to get smashed. The combat is fast, fluid, and incredibly satisfying. Stringing together combos, pulling off special moves, and watching enemies fly across the screen never gets old. What makes it even better is the nostalgia. The art style, the music, the characters, it all feels like an arcade cabinet brought back to life. Offline, it's perfect for quick sessions where you just want to dive in, wreck some enemies, and have a blast without thinking too hard. It's proof that sometimes the simplest formula, good combat, colorful worlds, and endless enemies to beat up, can be the most fun. At number 5, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. Here's a game that doesn't just ask for your attention, it demands your skill. Every jump, every dodge, every swing of the sword feels razor sharp. The platforming sections are challenging, filled with traps that punish the slightest mistake. And yet that's what makes it so satisfying when you finally pull them off. The combat blends perfectly with the exploration. Enemies aren't just obstacles. They're threats that require precision and timing. It feels like a true adventure, one where every corner hides something dangerous but also rewarding. The offline mode makes it even more immersive, letting you focus on the journey without distractions. It's the kind of game that reminds you why platformers became legendary in the first place. At number 4, Crashlands 2. This one takes survival and crafting to another level. You're dropped into a bizarre alien world filled with strange creatures, resources to gather, and endless opportunities to build and explore. It's colorful, it's chaotic, and it's packed with humor that keeps the adventure lighthearted even when things get tough. The crafting system is deep but never overwhelming, letting you create weapons, gadgets, and even entire bases that change how you play. The combat adds a nice layer of challenge, keeping you on your toes while you're exploring or farming resources. Offline, it's the ultimate sandbox adventure. Whether you want to survive, craft, or just wander through its weird and wonderful world, there's always something to do. At number 3, Slit. Minimalist, but unforgettable. This is the kind of game that proves you don't need flashy visuals or complex systems to create a powerful experience. It pulls you in with its eerie atmosphere, its strange environments, and its haunting silence. The game doesn't hold your hand. Instead, it lets you explore, interpret, and feel the unease in your own way. Every moment feels carefully crafted to keep you unsettled. Offline, that sense of isolation becomes even stronger, making it one of the most haunting experiences you can have on mobile. It's short, it's strange, and it lingers in your mind long after you put it down. At number 2, Dead Cells. This is pure perfection when it comes to action. Every swing of your weapon, every dodge, every jump feels buttery smooth. The roguelike formula means no two runs are ever the same. Every time you die, you come back with new possibilities, new weapons, and new strategies. It's fast, it's challenging, and it rewards skill more than anything else. The variety of playstyles is insane. One run, you might be dashing through enemies with dual blades, the next you're sniping from a distance with bows and traps. That constant variety keeps the game fresh, even after dozens of hours. Offline, it's perfect because you can lose yourself in run after run without worrying about internet. And trust me, one run always turns into 5. At number 1, Shinchan, Shiro, and Coal Town. Here's where everything changes. After all the intense battles and dark atmospheres, this one feels like a breath of fresh air. It's lighthearted, it's funny, and it's filled with charm. You step into Shinchan's quirky world, and suddenly everything feels brighter. The game doesn't try to overwhelm you. Instead, it makes you smile. The humor, the interactions, the simple yet fun activities all capture the spirit of Shinchan perfectly. And offline, it's the ultimate comfort game. You don't need tension, you don't need non-style combat. Sometimes you just need something that feels warm and fun. That's why this takes the number 1 spot. Because at the end of the day, the best game isn't always the most complex. Sometimes, it's the one that makes you genuinely happy to play.